If you think you can't afford to buy a home, then you need to watch this video. I'm Mike Mendiola with Responsive Mortgage, and I've helped hundreds of homeowners that did not know that they could buy a home or did not think they could buy a home, and I got them into a home. I have a story of a 40-year-old, and he's actually my cousin. So my cousin came to me and he said, hey, I have low credit. I don't have that much for down payment. And we were able to work with him and explain to him, it's like, look, and I get this all the time, people with low credit, 500 credit scores, right? The one thing that people are like, I can never dig myself out of that. The truth is, it's much easier to get you to 600 from a 500 because you just need some positive credit. And there's many ways that you can do that than it is for, say, somebody at a 620 trying to get to a 660. That's a little harder to get to, or even a 700. But if you're at a 500, all you can do is go up. So in his case, you know, he's like, hey, I'm here, I don't have that much. And I'm like, man, I got you. We have down payment assistance options. We just need to get you to a 620. And I was like, let me look at your credit file. Let me look at it. Let me guide you from there. And one thing I noticed is that, yeah, there wasn't any positive credit. And I'm like, okay, let's create some positive credit. Let's go and get you a secured credit card. Let's get you, are you paying rent at an apartment? Yes, I am. Okay, you can claim your rent that you're paying at an apartment if you've been paying on time for the last year to 2 years, and that will raise your score 30 to 40 points. So we started working on that angle. Then I was like, okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. It took him 1 year, but a year goes by really fast. If you're paying rent every month and the year just started, but you know what, that rent payment comes every month, right? It happens really quick. If you're just working towards it, and like he did, we worked on it, and before you knew it, he was at 640. And so it took him about a year. He came back and I'm like, all right, we're at 640, but I still don't have the down payment. I'm like, no problem, we got you. Now we have a down payment assistance program that will cover your down payment. Basically, it's a grant from Texas that covers it. If you combine that with closing costs, so in this market today, there's seller credit that we can ask for. And what seller credit is, and I've been told I gotta explain this like I'm talking to a third grader. The seller credit is like you go to a home and you like this home and it's $300,000. Well, this home, you don't wanna do $300,000, but you can tell the seller, it's like, hey, I'll pay the $300,000, but I want $7,500 to go towards my closing costs. So in reality, that seller is only gonna profit $292,500. That $7,500 now goes to cover this closing cost. With the down payment assistance and his closing costs covered, he came to the table with less than $1,000. And this is a guy that never thought he could buy. He was 40 years old and never in a million years he could buy. I remember he was so happy that he came to my house and brought me a bottle and just said, you don't understand how much you've changed my life. Just spending the time with me to explain it, to guide me through it, basically hold my hand. And I was like, yeah, that's what I do. This is what we do. This is why we get into the business, right? It's like, it's not about us and it's not about the money, because if you're doing it for the money, you're in the wrong profession, right? It's about helping people and it's about changing people's lives. And one of the things I tell my assistants all the time is like, you don't know who you're gonna touch by having those conversations and helping people. You may help this family get into a home and it may not be that big a deal to you, but what happens is their children see that their parents bought a home and now they understand the process. So now their children, because of you taking the time, now they're gonna buy a home and now they're better off and their family generationally grows from that. When it comes to down payment assistance options, we have a lot of other programs. We have USDA, which is a zero down program. If you're a veteran, we have a zero down with no mortgage insurance program, which is my favorite loan because one, it's for our service vets, and secondly, it's just an awesome program all the way around. The rates are lower, there's no mortgage insurance that's being paid, and it's a zero down loan, right? You can't get better than that. The proof is in the pudding. Even if you think you can't buy a home, there's many options to get you there. You just need someone that's gonna sit there with you, explain it to you, and help you out all along the way, and I can help you do that. If you ever want some guidance or just want to chat, hit the link in the description for more information. You can book a time to meet with me and we can discuss your loan options. And if you just want to see more awesome content like this, just hit that subscribe button. See you on the next one.